I learnt in the muscle groups, as I already said. I made a song, I experimented, I felt my own muscles, I researched also, and Jen and I had a little bit like of a discussion if the ACL was behind the PCL or in front of the PCL, so we had a little bit of a kind of like a disagreement, not really, but a like discussion type of thing, wondering what one it was. But I think we came with the ACL is at the back, I think is what we came up with. I think, I can't remember, it was so long ago. How to print a 3D knee. I used an app that was online, so I looked up on 3D knee, found this one. I actually don't have it here, oops. And then it came up with a link saying to download this app, but I can't find it on my laptop anymore. The settings were, so on the base they were kind of like a triangle, hexagon type of thing, so it was nice and stuck together, and then the actual base of itself, like the bones, were triangles and other shapes so it wouldn't fall apart. The print of it, so it had a little chip. I plugged it to my laptop and downloaded it, put it on the screen of the printer, and then slowly started progressing the print and had to line it up in the middle so it knew where it had to print out. And it took a whole day for it to print out, and the final product, that's kind of like it there, but it has the ligament on the front of the knee because I haven't actually been able, well, I haven't been really focused on it this term. I've been focused on a lot of other things this term. Any questions so far? Common injuries. Most of this I got online and also from my mentor at Body Connect. Most common injuries that I know definitely are strains and knots. Less common dislocations, and my mentor actually told me a story about a football injury that she witnessed. One of her friends, I think he dislocated something and then he had a tear in the same leg and the other leg he broke, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember, but it was gnarly and brutal. It was so gross. But yeah, common injuries, torn ligaments, torn muscles, strains, damaged cartilage, and yeah. How is pain assessed? So what is pain level? Pain level is how much pain you're in. So like my knee, for instance, let's go with that one. Currently I'm at a 4. I'm not so like that much pain, but still a little bit of pain. Doctors use it to analyse what the patient is feeling. So if it's a really extreme injury, they'll hopefully be on it as soon as possible. And if it's not as extreme, then they'll keep an eye on it and give them pain relief and everything. So no pain, 0. Mid pain is 1 to 3. Moderate pain is 4 to 6. And then severe pain is 7 to 10, as you can see on the graph there. And as some of you already know because you came to a few of my other exhibitions. Different types of therapy. So we've got RICE, which is rest, ice, compress and elevate. We've got surgery, which is not always the main types of therapy that's often used. We've got strength assessment, so building up muscles. We've got strapping, which I'm currently learning, and the strapping tape on the table. We've got medicines, and we've got massage, which is the different types of strapping. I don't think I wrote that one actually. Yeah. Different types of arthritis. So we've got osteoarthritis, as most of you might know. We've also got rheumatoid arthritis, autoimmune inflammatory arthritis, infectious arthritis, and gout. There are also 100 different types more, but I'd rather not go into those ones. They are common in all ages, races, sexes, but most common in women. And arthritis is a long-term disease. Yeah, that's really it with that one. Osteoarthritis, does it have a cure or a treatment, and a treatment, and how can you treat it, Osteoarthritis sadly does not have a cure, but there are other ways you can treat it, such as losing weight, low impact exercises, medication, surgery, or physical therapy support, and many more. What are treatments for rheumatoid arthritis? So, rheumatoid arthritis also does not have a treatment, but has a provided substance, such as NSAID, which is non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, such as steroids. Sometimes it might be the alcohol substance banned one, but might not be either. I haven't gone that deep into it. Many other ones that I can't pronounce the names, so I did not put them on there. Therapy. So it's optional for therapy for the doctors. They give them the substance first to see how it treats after a couple of months. And if it's not doing anything, then they'll do therapy, such as exercises and joint movements. And if that's not working, then they'll do surgery. But it's rare that they get to that point. The different types of strapping that I have done this term, I've only focused on the main two ones that I wanted to do, which was ACL strapping and pain relief support, which is at the front of the knee. I'll move over. At the front of the knee, I'll have a little triangle in the middle of the kneecap, and they'll push all the support up so it supports the knee while you're moving and walking. And then ACL is mostly on the bottom and at the back type of thing. I did not take photos though because I forgot. Different types of exercises that support the knee joint. I have found this also from my mentor and from a video. I do have a short demonstration on a couple, but I don't know if I really want to lie down. So the squat sets, just literally just squat, hold for 3 to 5 seconds, then release slowly back up. And then we'll do the bridge one, which will you lay on your back. You do little hip rises up to the ceiling, hold for 5 seconds, slowly release down. And this is all just to build up the muscles in the hips, because that helps build up the muscles in the knees so you don't have injuries more often. So building up the muscles in the hips helps building up the muscles in the knees, which doesn't affect injury prevention. Any questions? No. My conclusion. How do different types of physical therapy support rehabilitation and injury prevention? I am going to write it on the whiteboard because I find it easier doing it that way. So the 3 main things here is physical therapy. So, that pen does not work.
Just more on the back.
Yes, the whole chain on the back.
So we've got physical therapy. Physical therapy. We've got rehabilitation. And injury prevention. So throughout this year, I found out that massage was a really good thing for physical therapy. And so was strapping. surgery was also one of the main ones. We've also got strengthening. If I remember how to spell it. Strengthening. And lastly, medications. So with medications, we've got, well, how does it help physical therapy? Numbing the pain, such as pain relief, and NSAID. So pain relief is one of the main ones. We've also got, so pain relief will reduce the swelling and the stress of the injury. So we kind of got mixed with surgery into the rehabilitation area. So one way for rehabilitation is surgery also. So for surgery, that either clean out the joint area or they would rebuild the joint. And then we've got a little bit of all three of them, all these ones. So 1, 2, 3 mixed into injury prevention. So we've got strengthening. And we've got strapping in the one area, which helps support the knee joint. We've also got massage and warming up, such as slash stretching. Here's a pen. And those two together help warm up the joint. So this whole year I have been doing all of these areas to help physical therapy, which is all of these, rehabilitation, which is cleaning it out. So everything here has been digging into my conclusion. It's a bit muckled and mumbled, but it's a conclusion. But yeah, there's 100, probably a lot more out there that could also be a better conclusion, but this is my conclusion on my essential question.